So you'll notice that there's a list of ideas of unusual things you could be doing in the bathtub. Make sure you take a look at that. You'll need some markers, a pencil and eraser, and of course your bathtub and white paper. So the first thing that I like to do is draw a horizon line so I know where the ground is going to be and where the wall will be. My idea is to be eating in the bathtub. So as you're coming up with your ideas, think about images that could show people that are looking at your art for sure what unusual thing that you are doing. So I'm going to have a variety of food. I may even put a chef that's delivering food to me. This is going to be a cake stand. I like to draw lightly just in case I make a mistake, which I often do, and then I can easily erase my mistakes. Try to remember to draw large, and details are always a great thing because they make your art look more interesting. So you should fill the page. There shouldn't be any big open spaces that don't have pictures and images that support your theme, what you're doing in the bathtub. No words, just drawing. So now that I have a pretty good idea of what I'm going to be doing in the bathtub, I'm going to work on my self-portrait. I want this to look like me. So my eyes are very dark. I'm using a black marker, and I want to be kind of looking over very eagerly at the food that's going to be on the table right next to my bathtub. I can put my eyelashes. They're going kind of in the direction toward that. Next, I'm going to be making my nose and mouth, and I'll use a brown marker. You may want to use a peach marker, whatever color goes best with your skin tone. So do noses the way you enjoy doing them. Maybe just a U shape or an L shape. I'm really happy because I'm about to chow down. And I may even make my tongue kind of poking out in anticipation of the yummy food. There we go. Color that in. I'm definitely looking excited to eat. Now I'm going to add my lips on there. There we go. So a lot of times when artists are making their self-portrait, they will put hair just on the top of their head. But I would encourage you to look in the mirror and notice that there is hair on the sides as well. I have very curly, dark hair, so I'm just using very curved lines and drawing my hair in there. So I added a bow in my hair, and now I'm going to move on to continuing adding details with my pencil to show that my unusual thing is eating in the bathtub. So I'm going to have an additional table or tray here in my bathtub, and I think I'll be eating a juicy burger. So remember what I said before, you want tons of details. You want to have drawing all over your paper. So before you use any marker to finish and fill this in, make sure that you take your eraser and just get rid of any lines that you don't want to show. You notice I'm erasing the lines from my table, from the inside of my food, and just making sure that everything is exactly the way I want it to look before I start any color. A lot of times we get so excited to put the color on that we don't finish the drawing. So make sure everything's exactly the way you want it to look. So once I have everything drawn out, it's time to add color. I would prefer that you use markers for this particular assignment. So markers have a wet quality to them, so if you don't have the exact color that you were looking for, you can blend them together. So first I'm going to outline my chicken with brown, but I don't want it to look too dark. I don't want it to look overcooked. So I'm going to use colors like orange and peach to blend together. So once I touch the orange with the brown, it's going to make what's called value. It'll make a lighter shade of that color. And you'll notice that I do this quite often when I'm filling in everything. So any area that I want to be white, I usually just outline it with a black marker and keep it the color of the paper. So keep that in mind if you have clouds or anything that you want to keep white.